Rakib hurried down the narrow Dhaka alley, pulling his thin jacket tighter against the monsoon rain. The air was thick with the scent of wet earth and spices. He was on his way home from school, eager for a warm meal and a dry place to rest. The alley was dark and deserted, the puddles reflecting the dim light from the shops on the main road. Suddenly something glinted in a rubbish pile near an overflowing bin. Curiosity piqued. Rakib edged closer. Was it a piece of broken glass or something more? Bending down, he pushed aside a soggy newspaper and reached into the muck. His fingers closed around a pair of glasses. They were surprisingly heavy, the frames thick and seemingly old-fashioned. He wiped the mud off on his shirt, intrigued. Who would throw away perfectly good glasses? Rakib slipped the glasses onto his face. The world blurred for a moment, then snapped back into focus. He wasn't sure what he'd expected, but everything looked the same. A bit disappointed, he started to push the glasses back up his nose when he heard it. A voice, clear as a bell, yet not spoken aloud. It was in his head. That boy looks as lost as a goat in a library. Rakib froze, his hand still on the glasses. He looked around, but the alley was empty. The voice, he realized with a jolt, was coming from inside his own head. But how? He cautiously took the glasses off and the voice vanished. He put them back on and the voice returned. Probably daydreaming about cricket again, the voice continued. Useless boy. Rakib's brow furrowed. He recognized the voice. It belonged to Mr. Hassan, the grumpy shopkeeper whose store sat at the end of the alley. Rakib often stopped to admire the colorful kites hanging outside, but Mr. Hassan always shooed him away. He had no idea the old man thought about him at all, let alone in such a harsh way. He continued walking, his heart pounding. As he passed a group of women gossiping on a doorstep, their thoughts washed over him like a wave. He heard snippets of conversations they were not saying aloud, worries about their children, complaints about the rising price of lentils, and dreams of a better future. The experience was overwhelming, a cacophony of anxieties and aspirations. Reaching the bustling marketplace, Rakib felt a wave of dizziness. Everywhere he looked, he was bombarded by thoughts. He ducked his head, trying to focus on putting one foot in front of the other. It was then that he saw her. A young girl, no older than 6, stood with her mother by a fruit stall. She was smiling brightly, her eyes shining as she pointed to a basket of mangoes. "Those mangoes look delicious, Amma," the little girl chirped, her voice bubbling with enthusiasm. But in her head, Rakib heard a different story. "I wish I could have a new doll," she thought sadly. "Amma says we can't afford it." Rakib's heart ached for her. He realized that the smiles people wore on their faces often hid a tapestry of unspoken emotions. He continued home, his head spinning. He had stumbled upon something extraordinary, something that filled him with equal parts excitement and fear. The glasses were like a key that unlocked the hidden world of people's thoughts. But was he ready to face the truth behind every smile, every polite greeting? Was he strong enough to bear the weight of so many secrets? As Rakib reached his building, he noticed an old man sitting on the steps. He was frail and stooped, his cloudy eyes fixed on the street. Rakib would have walked past, but the old man looked up, his gaze falling directly on Rakib's glasses. A strange look crossed his face, a mixture of recognition and something akin to fear. "Those glasses, boy," the old man rasped, his voice hoarse. "Where did you find them?" Rakib hesitated, unsure how to answer. The old man leaned closer, his eyes boring into Rakib's. "They are powerful, those glasses," he whispered. "Use them wisely, young one. They can be a gift or a curse." Rakib stood there for a moment, unsure what to do. He mumbled a quick response about finding the glasses in the alley and hurried inside. He rushed up to his room, his mind racing. The old man's words echoed in his ears. A gift? A curse? Could he really use these glasses to help people? Or would he be tempted to expose their secrets, to use their thoughts for his own gain? Rakib didn't know what to do. He tucked the glasses carefully into his drawer. He had a lot to think about.